for game number 7. Albertson!
Are you telling me that this whistle went?
The Blackhawks have dispatched the Detroit Red Wings on a Seabrook overtime goal! And the Blackhawks will take a 3-1 lead back to Chicago. Taves has it. 2-on-1 break for the win. Over the King line, left wing to Katie, score! The Hawks are going to the Stanley Cup final! Glove save made by Corey Crawford. His first playoff goal. Oduya winds and fires and scores! The Hawks have tied the game at 3. Hawks win! Hawks win in triple overtime! A shorthanded goal for the Hawks. This one may have been tipped in by Jonathan Taves at the doorstep. He scores with a backhanded flip. Patrick Kane throwing in front of Kruger with a backhand shot. He scores! Kruger stopped next to the net, grabbed as a rebound, and put it in behind Brad. Power play goal for the Blackhawks. This one is huge. Hawks win. Seabrook with a bomb. Patrick Kane with a pair of goals, and they can win the Stanley Cup for the second time in 4 hockey seasons on Monday night in Boston. The captain ties the score. Hawks play with an empty net and 6 attackers. Keith on the left wing.
Just like any playoff game, when it's a 1-goal game, it's never over.
I remember saying to Kane and Bex on the bench that it was up to us, that we were going to find a way to score one.
Hugh gave us a tap in the back and saying we're going.
You're looking at the clock, there's 2 minutes when you're going to pull a goalie in.
Before that shift, I was thinking, okay, we're going to go game 7.
I remember kind of sealing the puck on the wall, and then the puck getting thrown up to dunks on the boards. He made a chip pass down to Johnny, and Johnny made a great pass over to Bix.
I had enough time, and Taser was right there, so I just kind of chip passed it down to him.
Dunks chipped it back down to me, and I was just looking for any sort of little space.
You know, Taser made a great play to me, and
Eric Bick all of a sudden all alone in front of that with a puck, and he scores. It was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
The old Bixie was right where he needed to be.
And we're tied at 2 with 1:16 to go.
Literally didn't see anything. I didn't even see the goal go in.
We were still focused on playing. Even though we tied it up, the game's not over.
I think we still kind of assumed we were going into overtime.
The second goal came out of nowhere. 17 seconds later,
Everything was like a blur. Everything happened so quick.
I didn't even know who scored and what happened.
Here we go, face off. All of a sudden the puck is in their end. Puck comes around the wall. Johnny Oduya gets the puck at the point. Krugs makes a nice play off the wall to him, back to the slot. Fro tips it. You don't even know if he tips it. Hits the post. Boley's right there. Johnny on the spot, puts it in. I don't know why he threw his gloves off. He goes crazy. Bench goes crazy. It's unbelievable.
Did that just really happen? And then we're down, and then we celebrated again.
It all happened so fast. I don't think anything prepares you for that.
At that moment, everyone's just kind of losing their mind.
I didn't know what to think. It was 17 seconds later, and we were all pretty ecstatic on the bench. And
it was unbelievable. And you realize, you just saw the expression on Boston's faces, and you realize they should have called a timeout. They should have slowed things down.
And there was Dave Mullen to drive it home. 58 seconds away from the Stanley Cup are the Chicago Blackhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup! They've won the Stanley Cup for the second time in 4 seasons!
All the hard work your whole life and comes comes down to that moment.
You know, it's something I've worked for my entire life, and I wasn't going to let a little blood, you know, stop me from being a part of it.